throwing off the vibe. Man, I don't die time. It's all about the vibe. Oh, that I got time.
GA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store. Between the Houston Oilers taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
That kind of kickoff return is something we call a momentum play. So if you're the offensive coordinator and you have a script of plays that you plan to run, you may change it up now because you may decide to go for some bigger strikes and try and keep the momentum going.
Hey.
Going to the air right away, Lawrence. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he's going to be out, down inside the 20 at the 15. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Safe right.
On first down, Lawrence. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Jonathan Allen, the former first-round pick, getting in there to bring him down.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Finds his tight end Ingram. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be a third and about 13. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I thought that was a completed pass until he came in and forced the ball from his hands. Not only did he make a nice play, he brings up fourth down.
And this one is right through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. They'll start on the ground here on first down. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. So this defense for the Jags, very strong in that victory a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Go. 21. Go.
Here's Herbert. He's going to float this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A huge play there for Houston. And even 60 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, ram. 5-9.
Back to throw here, Herbert. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown! A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Oilers are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first quarter lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Well, not content with a first quarter lead, I guess. They're going to go onside kick. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. Another tote for Etienne. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And the Jaguars are going to be set up with a first and goal as good running gets them down to about the 4-yard line. Offensive line right now really freeing up the rushing lanes on this drive.
And we have to give them props. They've earned them. But these big runs that we're seeing, they don't result without everyone else being involved as well. Blocking on the perimeter has to take place downfield, too.
Gun. Go, let's go.
Etienne. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure. And it's a loss of 6.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
On third and goal, Lawrence. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, partner, given where that drive started, that's an excellent job defensively to force them into fourth down.
And his kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So 2 first-quarter field goal attempts for him, and he's converted on both.
I like the positive right there. 2 for 2, got the points on the board. The negative side is they didn't score touchdowns. And, of course, going forward in this game, that's going to be the aim, and hopefully they'll be kicking extra points instead.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good. And looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 12 yards there and a first down. Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Herbert just beat the play clock. He has it complete to Christian Watson, and he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 11 more on that one and another first down. Now Herbert going to change the look.
Hey, Ray. Hey, go Lion. Baylor tight. Home trips right.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Stanley. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Herbert now. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. There he goes left side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 6-point game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
From the 25, here's a 2nd down and 4. Now they'll audible to something else.
21. Hey, Kappa. Crowd right. Ready?
Herbert off of play action. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000's a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays hot.
Baylor tight. Let's go. 59. Ready?
Herbert on 1st down now. This one complete down the field to Goedert. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Last play they went over 20 yards. This time they topped 30. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
59, 59. Let's go, let's go. Let's go, let's go. Why did they...
Again, Herbert. Buying time to his left. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Here's second and 7.
5-9, 5-9.
Now it's Herbert. Throw out wide is incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Baylor Tigers! Baylor Tigers!
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Dallas Goedert, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Oilers are an extra point away now from moving out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
All right, let's go.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs.
I got
so
him.
they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. So the completion good for 7 there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
On red.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Lawrence. And he fires one, but incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
A Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And they will take over 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
21.
In motion left goes Watson.
Hey, Kappa. Crowd
Justin Herbert looking to throw on second down. He's going to float this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Oilers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
And that lead is now 7 with a chance to go to 8 or more if they want to get crazy here, which we don't expect. But I just know the way the game's being played with the analytics, there's going to be a lot more of going for 2 in a lot of situations, isn't there?
Yeah, there's going to be. And I think their focus here, they don't want to give up anything going into the lockers on the other, and just a little bit of time left on the clock.
Yeah, they don't want to do anything to erase the good feeling they have right now by getting this late score in the half.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
Take right open.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some.
The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long.
Here we go.
Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Now on 4th down, they throw the deep ball, but it winds up to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Tucker's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And it looks like this one won't work out. Hams team able to secure the football. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee you he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
Let's go, let's go. 59, 59. Let's go, let's go. Hey, ram.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Stanley. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Balled it to 26, 2nd and 7. They're quickly out wide. This is Watson. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Play action this time for Justin Herbert, eluding the pressure right. A complete once again to Watson. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Here we go on 4th. Herbert. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Herbert changing things up. They'll try to run this one in. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Tucker now to add the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Yeah, the touchdown apparently wasn't enough. They're going to go for the onside kick here. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Now Lawrence. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Here's Lawrence. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
Hey, Lion,
This
Lion.
offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Silver.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and that'll get the deficit down to 15.
So that maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get them back within a couple of scores.
And at this point in the 3rd quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs, those have to go away. You have to end with a kick, either a field goal or an extra point after a touchdown.
And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
On 1st down, Justin Herbert. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. A huge play there for Houston. 42 yards.
Baylor Tiger. Baylor Tiger. Set.
Justin Herbert looking to pass.
Touchdown.
Dallas Goedert, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Oilers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. And I guess the touchdown wasn't enough. They want the onside kick as well. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 59 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
Up from the secondary to make the tackle, Jalen Ramsey.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
13, Lou. Here we go.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Lawrence. And this one dropped in the end end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be, and now it's 4th down.
And his kick is indeed good, and the deficit falls under 20 now. It's a 19-point game. Another 3 on the board. He's been the lone bright spot. That's now 4 field goals.
If this offense had finished a few drives, we'd be looking at a different inflection to this ball game, because right now, the trade is really wrong for them, isn't it? They're trading field goals while the other team's scoring touchdowns. That's not going to work.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
First down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Hey, go lion.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
Baylor tight. Home to trips right. Ready.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Houston.
Christian Watson.
71 yards.
And the Oilers are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead.
Tucker now for the extra point. And that will bump the lead up to 26.
Makes the score Oilers 45, Jaguars 19.
Ooh, a little cruel here. They're going to go for the onside kick up big. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Lawrence. He'll drop that underneath to ETN.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Jags picking up the 1st down there, a gain of 12.
And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline, because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Running out of the gun with ETN.
And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
Hey, run!
ETN once more.
How about this defense? For a 3rd straight play, he's going nowhere. Not at all what they envisioned.
decision on third down, 3 yards in the wrong direction.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
He finds his receiver, Watson. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, Ram. 5-9. Go.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 47-yard line.
Hey, easy. We'll go orange. Go. Baylor Tiger.
Herbert throwing again. He finds his man, complete. It's Stanley. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 28. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
12. Hey, Ray.
So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
Set.
Herbert going to change the play here.
Hey, go Lion. Baylor Tiger. Let's go. Set.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Stanley.
Go.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
2nd and 6 at the 24-yard line.
Home trips right. Let's go. Set.
With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. Touchdown! Christian Watson with career touchdown number 70. And the Oilers up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter. Tucker now to add the point after.
For the extra point.
And the lead is now an even 30.
Makes the
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Lisa 24. 11 Agex. Silver.
Lawrence will throw.
Looking left side, and it's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
First down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down.
Finds his tight end Ingram. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
On first and 10, it's Lawrence. He targets Ingram for another grab.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Right back to him for 10 more and a first.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Here we go.
It's a throw again is Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
Hey, Lion. 30 left.
Now Lawrence to throw.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches.
11.
Throwing again here. It's Lawrence.
And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Extra point attempt to come here. Now that shaves a bit off the lead. It's now a 23-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Well, CD, this is the ideal situation in the fourth quarter. You come out here late, not much time on the clock with a comfortable lead, and put the final nail in the coffin.
Yeah, this offense, all game long, they've been powerful, they've been dangerous. You're exactly right. They can end this one on their own terms.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the offense